Thank you for joining XDuce for our webinar today. My name is Khushbu. I'm the Client Success Manager at XDuce. We're excited to present to you this demo today. Before we begin today's agenda, we'll go through a very quick intro on the history of XDuce. We're going to dive into the live demo of the workforce compensation. Thirdly, we will give you a taste for compensation change statement. And finally, we'll be doing a Q&A. Lines will be muted throughout the call, so please submit your questions through the WebEx chat feature. Now I'll hand it over to Matt, our VP of Sales.
Great, Khushbu, thank you so much. Everybody, thanks for joining today. Just to give you a brief overview of XDuce, because a lot of people don't know the brand. So we're out here to present to you this workforce compensation demo. We want to give you a history of our 12 years in business. So we are an Oracle Platinum partner. We have the highest certification level that you can get as a partner within Oracle. We're also a Cloud Excellence implementer, meaning we're one of the go-tos for Cloud HCM, Cloud ERP, and all of the other product offerings on the cloud platform and on-premise platform for Oracle. So our Center of Excellence is based out of Edison, New Jersey, with offices throughout the country. So we are here for local support across North America for you, with delivery centers also located in India. So to give you a little bit of an overview of what we're going to touch today, as you can see on the slides right now, Oracle's got a fantastic platform for HCM. Every type of functionality, from hire to retire, the full life cycle of employment is within Oracle's Cloud HCM product offering. Today, we're going to focus specifically on workforce compensation. While we go through this, again, please make sure to submit questions via the chat functionality. We'd love to be able to address those questions, answer those questions on this call, and of course, be able to follow up with you after the call to be able to have one-on-one conversations to see what your organization is trying to accomplish and what types of goals you have in place for your workforce compensation tools. So with that, I'd love to turn this over to Urvi. Urvi's our practice lead on HCM, and she'll guide you through the live demo here. So thank you, everybody, so much.
Thank you, Matt, for the introduction. Hi, everyone. Firstly, thank you all of you to join us today for this webinar. I'm Urvi. I'm Oracle HCM Cloud consultant, and I work with XDuce for HCM implementation. Today, we are here to talk about modernizing the yearly workforce compensation merit planning. Traditionally, each organization goes through yearly workforce compensation process. Basically, it is to determine new compensation amounts and reward the employees. Rewards can be anything, such as incentives, bonus, commissions, etc., as per the compensation guidance company follows. For today's webinar, we are going to consider sales department hierarchy for the organization. Let's dive in. As we see here the sales team, Richard Weber is the sales director of the sales department.
Louis McKnight.
He has one direct report under him named Miranda Bailey. I hear somebody just joining. We already started with the webinar. Can you just go on mute and I'll continue with the demo. So as I was talking, we have a sales team here. Richard Weber is the sales director of this sales department. He has one direct reportee under him named Miranda Bailey. She is general sales manager and hosts a team of 4 people, including general sales manager, 2 regional sales manager, and 1 team. Looks like this. HCM Cloud offers various modules regarding HR applications. I am specifically going to talk about workforce compensation today. So I'm going into workforce compensation. I see annual sales compensation plan 2018 available for Miranda to start merit allocation for the team. I would like to know some details about the plan, so let's hover over the plan. I see plan details. It says allocate merit increases and bonuses option based on the performance rating you gave workers during prior evaluation period. Allocation amount should not exceed recommended target. I know what this plan is about, so let's go in and I'll start doing merit allocation for Miranda's team. I see manager status here, which is not started. It gives me that I am going to start the process now. Nothing has started for now. So I'm going to go into the plan. I see 4 different tabs: reward, promote, performance, and communicate. Through reward, I'll do merit allocation for the team. Promote is to give promotions during compensation cycle. Performance 1 is to pay bonus amount based on the performance review. And last one is to notify my team about the rewards they received during this compensation cycle. I'll start rewarding merit allocation for Miranda's team. In summary section here, I see 4 direct reportees eligible for merit rewards. Budget is available for the team. It's 25518. Now I'll go to the worksheet section here. Here I see all the information related to employment about the team are laid out here. It will help me to make merit recommendations and allocate merit allocation for the team. I see current annual salary. I see merit eligible salary, annual salary new, base salary current, base salary new. So all the information is made available to manager to make informed compensation decision. I see compensation history here. It gives me information about prior 5 years compensation history. Entering the information in the worksheet is easy. Columns you can enter the information into have been highlighted so we can identify them quickly. I can enter merit percentage and merit amount. Let's give merit percentage to do merit allocation. So I see Alex correct. Let's give him 2% merit percentage. When I press tab, I see recalculated merit amount, annual salary new, and base salary new. It automatically calculates as soon as I give merit percentage to any team member. I'll go ahead and give few team members merit percentage also. I did merit allocation for Miranda's team, and I see all of them has new annual salary calculated automatically. I see budget amount getting decreased here. It gives me an overview of how I am spending my budget from what I have available for my team to spend. Managers who are accustomed to do workforce compensation merit planning in Excel, we have manage in spreadsheet feature here for them. Managers can download the made allocation in the spreadsheet, revise the merit allocation, and upload it back to have compensation data available for this plan. Actions menu here offers different tasks, such as request eligibility change, reassign workers to another manager. Now I have made merit allocation for all of my team members. I'll hit save. My data is saved. So For many employers, doing compensation review also means to promote the team for their exceptional job performance. Main objective of compensation cycle is to retain qualified employees within the organization. I'll hit the promote tab here. We will do promotions for the Miranda's team. In the compensation cycle, I can promote my team to new job and new grade. Let's see. We have all the information laid out here. How many years they spent in the job, what their job is, which department they are working. Everybody is working in sales department. I want to promote Easy Stevens to General Sales Manager. We have Easy's job history available here. My company has guidelines that to promote anybody to General Sales Manager, he has spent at least 3 years as a team leader in the sales department. I can review that information through job history as well, but I have years in job available here to make my recommendations. So I see Easy is working as from 5 years as a team lead in the sales department. So let me go ahead and promote her to the General Sales Manager. Following the same pattern, we can see that proposed job and proposed grade are the columns are highlighted here, and we can enter promotions in these highlighted columns. So let's promote Easy Stevens to the General Sales Manager. I'll enter General Sales, and I have General Sales Manager. Now, job will require change to Easy's grade to correspond to this new job. I'll change the grade as well related to this new job. She was in Sales 02 grade. As she is promoting to the General Sales Manager, she will have now new grade Sales 03. As I go through promotions, I can use analytics in the summary to see how promotions look across my team before I submit for approval. Under my team, I have one of 4 people getting promoted, as I promoted only Easy from my team. That's 25% of my team. I have another analytics by country, by business unit, by current job, and so on. As I had talked earlier, how compensation can drive based on performance. Most of the organizations have concept of pay for performance. Miranda will allocate bonus amounts based on the performance review happened earlier this year. Let's hit the performance tab. I see summary section here. I get to know one of Miranda's team members have outstanding performance review, and that's 25% of the team. I have performance rating and percentage of workers chart to give me picture of how performance review happened this year. I'll go to worksheet section and see the information regarding the performance review. I have 4 team members, and I see performance rating from the performance review cycle. I have performance document also available for each of my team members. So I want to allocate bonus amount to Miranda's team. But before I do, I would like to review the performance document from the performance review happened earlier. So let's go and see performance document for Easy Stevens. We can review the we can see the PDF document is available here. It is the customized template from the performance review cycle. It gives me picture of how managers had submitted performance rating for easy stewards. As I have reviewed performance rating, I'll do bonus allocation for my team. I see bonus target amount is available here. It will help Miranda to make bonus recommendation for them. I'm going to take pause here because I see somebody has joined and we are having a noise. So I will just request you to go on mute so we can continue with this webinar. So I'll continue. As I was talking about, I have bonus recommendation available in the form of bonus target amount. I'll go ahead and give bonus to Miranda's team. I have given 2%. Give some to one more team member. Here it follows the same trend. Bonus percentage and bonus amount is the column where manager can enter bonus allocation. And that's why these columns are highlighted to make that instructions easily. As soon as I tab out, I see bonus amount is automatically calculated. Since I have made all the recommendations, I'll submit my worksheet to my one-up manager. Before I submit, I'll hit save. Save option here is to help to save all the recommendations you made. Most of the managers do the recommendation in the phases or the pieces. So I do not have to submit every time I make recommendation. I can hit the save and come in later and continue with my allocation. When I'm done with all of my recommendation, I will hit the submit to my manager to review my recommendation. So I'll hit submit since I have made all kind of recommendations. It gives me that it will instruction that it will go to Richard Weber since he is the manager for me, and it will ask me for the comments if I want my manager to know any instructions or any notes. I'll hit just submit here. And my worksheet has been submitted for approval. Richard, Director of Sales, is the manager for Miranda. Miranda's workforce allocation will go for Richard for approval. I'll log in as Richard here to approve. Now the question is how Richard will know that Miranda has submitted worksheet for approval. So this is Richard's landing page and I see notification here. This is the notification Richard received if he's logged into the application that Miranda has submitted his worksheet for approval. The same notification will go in email also if Richard is not logged into the application. I'll hit workforce compensation here. I will enter into the same annual sales compensation plan and select approval step to go for approval. I see Miranda is already submitted his worksheet. Before approving, I will review the merit allocation made for Miranda's team. I'll go to Rewards tab here. Since Richard has only one direct report is Miranda, I see only one here. I'll go to the worksheet view and will select indirect report is as well to review Miranda's recommendation for her team. Let's look at what she has distributed over the team. I see merit allocation and everything, and I'm happy with whatever she has distributed. So I'll go ahead and approve Miranda's worksheet. So let's go to Approve tab, and I'll select Miranda, I'll approve, I'll approve and submit, and it is approved. I have option here to return the worksheet for correction as well. If I want more information about any exception allocation, I can request information as well. I can change access to my lower manager's worksheet to make them allow updates or not allowed updates as well. As I have done the approvals, I would like to see overview of how it is going during this cycle for my team. I see compensation overview analytics available here. It gives summary of the merit allocation for the team I made. I see Richard Weber. He has one direct report. Four of the team members are already compensated, and that's 80% of my team. I see total of eligible salary for Miranda's team. I see how much I have compensated, what is the percentage in terms of eligible salary, what was the budget available, how much I have spent, and what's the percent of budget I have spent across. Same way, I can see the bonus overview as well, and if I have another reward like incentives or commissions, I can see the same overview for them as well. It gives summarized picture to my Richard Weber how his team is doing during this compensation cycle. There are other analytics also available here. I see allocation statistics, salary range analysis to make managers their informed decision. Compensation cycle is almost over, and I would like to communicate rewards made for this sales cycle. I'll go back to Miranda's login and generate the compensation statement to hand off to the team. So let's go back to Miranda's login. To generate the compensation statement, I'll go to Communicate tab. I see my team members here. I'll generate the statement for Alex Carter. I see two options here. So I can generate the statement for all of my workers and hand them off during one period of time, or I can generate the statement for a few workers. I just have to select those workers and generate the statement for just them. I see statements get downloaded here in the PDF report. I'll open the statement. So I see customized compensation statement for this year's sales compensation program. This is the employee name. This is the message from the compensation team this year. I see what was his previous salary and how he gets rewarded this year. This is the customized template. We can change this template as per the business requirement. So we have been through workforce compensation merit planning process with Oracle HCM Cloud application. I will give you more detailed view with showing some more analytics reports available here. These are the reports available to give me overview about compensation allocation through this plan. I'll go and select workers compensated here. It gives me the graph which shows percentage of workers with compensation. Since I have done merit allocation for all of my team members, it shows 4 of my workers are with compensation, none of them is left, and nobody is ineligible, so the graph is 100%. I need more detailed view about this particular graph, so let's go ahead. So I see all of them are from the United States country. 4 workers, that's 100% of my team, and none of them are getting left from the merit allocation. I have another subgroup filter here. If I want more segregated report or more segmented report, I can have different filters available here. I can do it by business unit, department, location, job, grade. So I'll go and do by business unit because that's the common practice. So I see all of them are from the one business unit, that is XDuce Corporation job. If I want, let's try another one. Go with the job. So I see one of them is general sales manager, another one is regional sales manager, and the other one is team lead. So this is one of the compensation report available here. We have quite a few. We can see promotion overview, we can see compare ratio by performance rating, salary averages, salary total. Let's go ahead and do one more. Let's see promotion overview. Since we have promoted one of the team members, I see I have promoted team lead to general sales manager, and that's the one worker here. Let's see who is the worker. Easy Stevens, that's the one we promoted. So it gives overview of how I am doing my compensation allocation to the manager. We can have customized compensation report available to the manager to access it here. We just have to attach it to the same screen and they will have access to that customized report also as per the business requirement. Let's come out of the plan and see how we are doing with the Miranda Bailey's compensation allocation this year. So I see my worksheet is in approvals. And if I want more details on my team status, I can click here and it gives me idea about how I'm doing. I see last action on my plan is that my worksheet is approved by Richard Weber. I have full action history about my compensation cycle here. I see that I was doing allocation, then I submitted it to the Richard Weber, and the Richard Weber approved this worksheet today at what time. I have action menu also here, which gives me flexibility to navigate from different screens just right away with one click. I can click reward here and it will lead me to the reward screen where we were before. So this is how it works doing in compensation cycle. We can reward my team with the merit amount. I can promote my team members in the same compensation cycle. I can do performance-based compensation allocation as well as I did bonus allocation for Miranda's team based on the performance review happened earlier. So with Oracle HCM Cloud compensation tool, it delivers flexibility to build simple to highly complex reward systems for global organizations. It simplifies decision making for managers. As we have seen, entire compensation planning with one worksheet view within one plan with all the significant information laid out there. Whatever you have seen today in this webinar, I'm sure you will all have a lot of questions. I'm aware that you all are on mute. Please shoot your question right away to the chat box to XDuce Corporation, and we will answer them back in our Q&A session. With this, I'll hand off to Khushbu.
Thank you, Urvi, for that awesome presentation. As you all can see, Oracle HCM Cloud Solution simplifies decision-making and increases the process efficiency. Now we'll get into our Q&A. I have a question from Shannon. Who is eligible for salary increase? Can we control the population for it?
Hi, Shannon. Good afternoon. That's an interesting question. Yes, we definitely can. We can set eligibility profiles as per the business requirement, and it will control the population for the comp plan. I hope that answers your question.
Right, I have a question from Alicia. You talked about the manage and spreadsheet. Can you give more details about that?
Sure. I can answer that one. I'll go into the application and I'll run through the short demonstration quickly. So Alicia, yeah, I'll show you how we can manage the allocation in the spreadsheet. So I'll go to Miranda Bailey's again. I see managing spreadsheet feature here. Let's hit on that. So this is how worksheet gets downloaded with the all allocation made. I'll open that worksheet. This process works with the authentication. So as soon as I open the spreadsheet, I would have to provide my login credential in order to authenticate. So I'll maximize this view. It is asking me for login. Let's log in as Miranda Bailey. It will take few time to load the data. Okay. So I see 4 of my team members. As I was seeing in the worksheet view, I have all the information available here, and I see I have made the allocation for all of them. I can revise my merit allocation changes in the merit percentage column, and if I have made changes, once I finish that, I can hit the upload button here, and the same thing will upload it back to the application. For now, we have already made the merit allocation. That's why we're not going to make any changes here. But when we haven't done, we can make the revised recommendation here and upload it back. I hope that answers your question.
Right, Alex wants to know, can we spend more than the original budget allocated?
I hear your questions, Alex. Yes, we can set the limit to allow managers to go over budget allocation while we are configuring the comp plan. It also allows to go lower on the available budget as well. So yeah, that's the feature available in this too.
Right, Jack wants to know, can business unit heads designate proxies that could edit the plan and submit on their behalf?
Hi, Jack. Good afternoon. Yes, using the Act as proxy, that's one of the capabilities here. They can. Compensation administrators will have that capability available for all the plans we have configured. So yes, business unit heads can designate proxies, and they can review or they can allocate on their behalf of the actual manager for specific plan.
Brendan wants to know what happens when a manager receives a 0 or no budget.
Hi, Brendan. Good afternoon. Hope you are doing great today. So you asked that when a manager receives a 0 or no budget, what happens? If there is a no budget for any manager, there is no available budget. That's how it flows from top manager hierarchy. If the budget is 0, there is no amount to be allocated, and available budget becomes negative when you make allocations.
Cindy wants to know, she says she sees alerts tab. Can you explain that?
Yeah, sure. I'll go ahead and dive into the application, and I would like to show you how alert works. So this is the sales compensation plan we've been through for Miranda Bailey. As soon as I made merit allocations here, I see some warning messages popping up here. What it says merit exceeds maximum recommended amount. So because I have allocated more than the targeted merit percentage, it exceeds the merit amount from the recommendation. So it gives me a warning message here that before I hit the submit. We can have, same way we can have customized alert, informational alert message to prevent managers or alert managers before they hit submit or before they make allocation during the count cycle. I hope that answers your questions.
Right, I have a question from Sarah. Is there any limitation in terms of hierarchy and allocation of compensation?
Can you repeat that question? I didn't hear it properly.
Is there any limitation in terms of hierarchy and allocation of compensation?
There is no limitation in terms of allocation of compensation, but yes, hierarchies go through how particular organizations have managerial hierarchy stand up. We can have 3 different kinds of managerial hierarchy to review or to update or to allocate compensation. Most of the compensation program is handled by the direct manager, or we say primary manager in the organization. We can have other managers to review our comp allocation as well, or to have another manager to have an eye in terms of if the direct manager is on leave or direct manager have allocated particular a compensation allocation to the other manager within the team.
Right, next question, can a budget go negative?
Yes, as soon as they are distributing the budget over the allocated budget, it will go in the negative amount.
Great, everybody. Thank you so much. Irvi, excellent job. For the folks on the phone, thank you so much for taking the time today. Again, high-level overview of workforce compensation management here at Oracle. There's a few other questions coming in. However, what we'd like to do is reach out to you over the next week or two, the next day or two into next week to be able to schedule a discussion with you guys around any of the current needs that you're facing, any of the challenges that you're facing, and dive a little deeper into the tool so you can actually get your hands on it and see how the functionality would work for your organization. As you can see on the screen right now, both Khushbu's contact information and my contact information are listed. Reach out to us directly if there's anything that we can help you out with. But again, we'll be following up over the next couple of days just to see if we can schedule some time to have a conversation with you guys. But thank you again so much for taking the time today. We look forward to working with you. And again, feel free to reach out anytime with any questions. So thanks again, Khushbu, Irvi, great job. Hope everybody has a great day.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today.
Thank you for teach all this good information.
You're welcome. Please, if you have any questions, feel free to email us, and we'll reach out to you if you have any more additional questions.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you.